It is a gorgeous Sunday afternoon for baseball at the Coliseum, Little League Day. The Little Leaguers getting high fives from second baseman Adam Rosales, and Gio Gonzalez is going to make his fourth start of the season. It's the rubber game of this three-game series. It's going to be the Oakland A's and the Cleveland Indians, and you'll see this afternoon's game right here on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball, along with Ray Fosse. I'm Glenn Kuiper. Gio Gonzalez, you just saw him. He will take the mound this afternoon against Justin Masterson. Pretty simple for Gio, Ray. He's got to be in the strike zone to be effective. His last two starts, he's been a little bit wild.
You know, all he has to do is think back to last year in Cleveland when he had an outstanding start against this same Cleveland ball club, and that was following the Minnesota game. The New York Cleveland did a great job. But for Gio Gonzalez, it's very important for him. Fastball is away to the right-handers. Try to release the ball, let it go. Don't aim it because that ball has a tendency to end up out of the strike zone. But he is very good. Curveball, fastball, and changeup for Masterson. He had the Boston Red Sox, who was a relief pitcher. Now he's a starter for Manny Acta. And the thing about Acta, he's showing a lot of patience with these pitchers, especially with Justin Masterson. He slings the ball. Very tough on right-handers, so it should be a pretty good matchup today in the series finale.
And he's got 20 strikeouts in 15 innings in his first three starts, so he does indeed have good stuff. Kevin Kuzminoff back in the lineup. Kurt Suzuki still out. We'll take a look at the rest of the A's lineup, and we'll get you ready for the ball game when we come back. It's the A's and the Indians from the Coliseum.
Brought to you by AT&T. Find out what's possible with the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T. Rethink possible. And by Corona. Relax and refresh this May 5th with an ice-cold Corona and lime, and keep the spirit of Cinco alive.
Well, the A's take the field on an absolutely gorgeous day for baseball. Game brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Admission free, and the boardwalk is open this weekend. 79 degrees, sunny and warm indeed. Not a cloud in the sky, and it'd be hard to find a nicer day. Warm, but not too warm. Gio Gonzalez Wasting no time. First pitch of the ball game is in for a strike two as Drew Cabrera. So we are underway from the Coliseum. Rubber game of this 3-game series. Cabrera swings at the second pitch, lifts from high to right, and Sweeney drifts back. He's got it, 1 out. Here's the Cleveland Indians lineup today. Asdrubal Cabrera, Grady Sizemore, Shin-Soo Choo, Austin Kearns moves up to the cleanup spot, Johnny Peralta, Russell Branyan, Matt Laporta, Luis Valbuena, and Lou Arcin. Patterson, Gross, Sweeney in the outfield for the A's today. Kuzminoff, Pennington, Rosales, Barton on the infield. Jake Fox is the catcher. Gio Gonzalez is the pitcher. So here's Grady Sizemore, who takes a fastball first round.
Well, already Gio Gonzalez, as we talked in the open about the fastball outside of the right-hander. Of course, he did it to Cabrera. A couple of good fastballs, and same to the lefty, Grady Sizemore.
Travis Hafner is not in the lineup today, but the Indians do have 4 left-handed hitters in there. Sizemore, Choo, Branyan, and Valbuena. Line shot, and it's going to take a bounce right in front of Sweeney, and that's a base hit.
Gio Gonzalez coming off a start against the New York Yankees. This is his 4th start. And the game that we referenced last year, that 1-0 against Cleveland, he was outstanding at Progressive Field against the Cleveland Indians. And Gio, just main thing for him is go deep in the game. His pitch count has gotten up too high early. He's had to depart in the 5th inning last 2 starts, so he needs to get the pitch count working.
Gio Gonzalez, his first start, 1 walk in 6 innings. His last 2 starts combined 9 walks in 9 innings. So there's the point you're making. You know, we talk a lot about Gio, change up, throwing it more. But you could simplify it with him too, because all 3 of his pitches are above average now, I think. He just needs to be in the strike zone.
That's it.
Or close to it.
And the fastball alone in the strike zone, he can do a lot.
Dive by Pennington, he can't get it, and that's into center field.
So far the fastball is working well, but slow curveball stayed in the middle of the plate. And Choo, it looked like the ball was going to click back over to Pennington, where he might have started the double play. But it was hit so hard and took the extra speed off the pitcher's mound into center field. And good job of Gabe Gross charging the ball to keep Grady Sizemore at second. So, and he was going to get it.
Yeah.
He's going to force at second.
Well, I mentioned that 4 left-handed hitters in there against Gonzalez. The reason I mentioned it is lefty's 2 for 16 against Gio in his first 3 starts, but the first 2 lefties he faces today both get base hits. And here's Austin Kearns.
There's an excellent game yesterday. Not surprised with another lefty in the lineup that he is in there. Faced Brett Anderson yesterday. Had a big game for Maniacta. It was Friday night in the opener. He was not in the lineup with Justin Duxer on the mound.
But he was the cleanup hitter yesterday. Same spot today. Austin Kearns. Maniacta and the Indians 8-9 on the year. They are 4-7 on the road, 4-2 at home. Good pitch, fastball on the inside corner. The Indians are 2-3 so far on their 9-game trip. They have 3 more to go in Anaheim.
Great location. The fastball really follows through inside part of the plate. And that's a very good pitch, an important pitch for Gio. Step off, step off.
Sorry. He does. Sorry. And you know what? A double play, not quite.
Oh,
that was good.
I know he couldn't hear me, but
maybe he did, because he did what you told him to do. And a big out.
Oh, a huge out. And Grady Sizemore evidently was going to go on first move, but he took off after the one look. And the scouting report a lot of times will say a pitcher will look one time, and he does not look the second time. Gio did, though, as he hesitated and had Sizemore by plenty at third base.
So 2 outs, runner at second, and now a 3-1 count. So Choo ends up at second.
Gio looked back. He looked straight to the pitcher, the home plate, and then looked back again. So that's a great variation of his look. And as you mentioned, scouts, the advanced scouts will notice those things.
Kearns pops it up foul. The scoring, Ray, is a caught stealing and a fielder's choice. The fielder's choice being Chu going from first to second. So he was not running like Sizemore was.
Very unusual caught stealing 1-5.
Yeah.
But that's what it was, because Sizemore was trying to steal third. But a great play by Gio Gonzalez. Step off and throw a perfect strike to Kuzmanov.
Kearns had a good swing at a high fastball, and the count remains 3-2.
Scoreboard gun just started to work, and that was a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, as we're seeing on our telecast, Comcast Sportsnet California, in HD, high definition, which you'll see everything in HD. Probably everybody's watching our telecast, I would say, by now has HD.
Well,
don't you think?
We hope so. They should. That's for sure. Kearns, a line drive to center. Gross coming in, and he makes the catch. So the Indians threaten against Gio Gonzalez, but they do not score in the top of the first. Athletics lineup today: Pennington, Barton, Sweeney, Chavez, Kuzmanov, Gross, Fox, Patterson, and Rosales. So Cliff Pennington, the switch hitting shortstop, in that leadoff spot. And the first pitch from big Justin Masterson is a strike.
Talking about being a slinger, somebody just slings the ball, and you know he's going to have movement. That delivery.
Pennington doesn't care as he lines one to center for a leadoff single. Indians defensively will look like this. Kearns, Sizemore, Chu in the outfield. Peralta, Cabrera, Valbuena, Brandon on the infield. Lou Marson is the catcher. And Justin Masterson is the pitcher.
Watching Cliff Pennington in the leadoff position, that's a couple of times when Rajay Davis has not started and moved guys down. I think Pennington could be an excellent leadoff hitter. He has the speed. He can be patient. As you just saw in this game, takes an 0-1 fastball back up the middle for a base hit. So interchangeable parts in the A's lineup as far as where they can be positioned.
Inside to Derek Barton, 2-0. A couple of hits in this series for Barton and a couple of runs scored. He was 1 for 4 yesterday.
That was an unusual sight we had at the A's bench. We're showing Rajay Davis, Matt Carson, but who was sitting beside the starting pitcher, Ben Sheets. Usually the starters who are not pitching congregate together on the bench.
Well, the A's are a little short on position players right now. Maybe Ben is just
making them feel
filling it out.
But, you know, you see pitchers talking to hitters and vice versa because they try to pick each other's brains just to try to figure out what they do in certain situations. It looked like Ben was maybe giving some hitting advice to Rajay Davis.
Barton grounds one into right field. That's a base hit. Pennington will stop at second base. Chu has a terrific arm in right field. So back-to-back singles to open up the bottom of the first for the A's.
Might have been the best thing to happen that Cliff Pennington had to jump to avoid being hit by the baseball, because he might have been tempted and probably would have gone to third base. And Chu, with the excellent arm, not a guy that you want to challenge. So look at the numbers for Justin Masterson. His fourth start, 20 runs scored his last 10 starts since 09, so that's not very good. 3 ERA. Making his fourth start. He did make 10 starts for Cleveland last year after being acquired from the Boston Red Sox, where he spent a lot of time in Jerry Francona's bullpen.
He is a big guy, 6'6", 250 pounds.
Great job by Cliff Pennington. Boy, that base hit headed to right field. You don't want to have the ball hit you as a runner. Cliff was able to avoid being hit. That would have been an out.
2-0. So Masterson struggling with his control a little bit in the early going.
Last start against the Twins, 4 innings, 96 pitches. So they working.
Bounce to Valbuena, backs up for a good hop, and Cabrera, is he able to turn it? He is not. Sweeney runs too well. And Valbuena had to give ground a little bit to make sure he got the good hop. One out, first and third.
Well, Derek Barton, a great job going hard into second base, and there's the backup and the feed to Cabrera. And Derek Barton, don't have the umpires appeal that, check it, because he went quite a ways out of the baseline to get Cabrera, and I don't know if his arms were long enough to reach back to touch the bag. But no argument by the Indians. But, you know, you swing at the pitch that Ryan Sweeney did, 2-0. That is a ground ball waiting to happen.
Especially against this guy. Yeah. He's got a real good, hard sinker.
Great opportunity for the A's to get on the board. Looked like the Indians were going to score in the top half. First and second, one out. But great look by Gio to get Grady Sizemore. Now the A's have a chance to score themselves.
Line drive. Fair down the right field line. That's going to score Pennington. Here comes Sweeney. He's being waved home. He will score. 2-0 A's.
Now we saw the Indians take advantage. Jake Westbrook in the 6th inning on Friday night got the ball up, and look at this pitch to Eric Chavez. Belt high, and look at this ball landing just on the chalk line down in the corner, and Ryan Sweeney having to run because Mike Gallego's got the left arm pumping. Turned the bag very, very nicely. Had Kevin Kuzminoff telling Ryan Sweeney, stand up, you don't have to slide. Was a close play, but made it easy.
So RBIs 4 and 5 for Eric Chavez on the season. It was also his 6th double. So he's got 12 hits this year, 6 of them doubles. It's good to see Kuzminoff back in the lineup.
Well, he wanted to play yesterday, but foot was just bothering him too much. But Chavez really attacking the ball, and great to see him. Having missed so much time the last couple of years, but boy, Gags. Base coaches get lonely down there when they don't get a lot of activity. So, boy, he gets the left arm pumping. Has to save the right arm to throw batting practice.
1-2 now to Kuzminoff. A homer and 8 RBIs, hitting .232. Kuzmanov swings at a pitch that was way out of the strike zone.
Check out our keys of the game brought to you by Toyota. Of course, no walks. That would be for Gio. We detailed his walks in the last 2 starts. And look up and enjoy the sky. It's a beautiful day here in Oakland because the next 6 games, unless the roof is open at Rogers Center, the next 6 will be in domes, and finish a homestand strong and healthy. Finish it strong with a 6-4 homestand record. And, of course, keep the guys healthy, keep them on the field. You have to hope the weather is decent enough in Toronto that they do open the retractable roof.
Well, you're the guy who I go to for my road trip weather forecast. So what do you got? Anything?
I'll find it.
All right. Usually you have that for me.
Well, I've got St. Pete, but it doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
That roof doesn't open.
No.
The way it rains there, I'm glad it doesn't.
2-0 to Gabe Gross, hitting in the 6th spot. A 2-run double by Eric Chavez here in the 1st. Valbuena, step onto the outfield grass, has the ground ball, and Gross is retired, but the A's, thanks to Chavez, get a pair in the bottom of the 1st. Lead, 2nd inning. It's that kind of day, folks.
Wow.
Nearly 80 degrees at the ballpark. Shirt sleeve crowd, big time. Gio Gonzalez back to work. He faces Peralta, Branyan, and Laporta. Give up a couple of hits in the 1st, but Grady Sizemore caught stealing, and that was a big out in that 1st inning. This ball's hit to left field, left center, but Patterson got a good jump. Patterson tracks it down. 1 out. Legendary Performance is brought to you by Nation's Giant Hamburgers. This was July 5th of last year. Gio Gonzalez in Cleveland strikes out 8, and he was terrific that afternoon. One of his better performances from last year. When you've got a giant appetite, it's got to be Nation's.
4th of July weekend, and Gio Gonzalez on July the 5th. Of course, the red caps that the players were wearing around baseball on the 4th of July weekend to honor America, and Gio wanted to wear it the rest of the year. And that performance.
And we enjoyed the 4th of July in Cleveland so much last year that we're going back this year. 4th of July on a Sunday this year, and the A's will be there that weekend again, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Come right back to take on the Yankees here at the Coliseum right after that.
Quick 0-2 to Russell Branyan.
A's will make 2 trips back to Cleveland this year as they try here just for this weekend series. And that's Three very good pitches by Gio Gonzalez to the very tough left-handed hitting Russell Brandon. Finished him off with an excellent curveball. He threw it hard and just absolutely no chance to hold up a swing on the hard curve.
Just a bit low to Matt Laporta, but a good pitch from Gonzalez. 1-0. Laporta 208 on the year with just 1 RBI. 10 hits in 48 at bats.
It's an outside corner, and Eric Fox, or Jake Fox, that is. I've got Eric Fox on my mind too much. He had some big hits for the A's, and Jake catching Gio Gonzalez for the first time. Kurt Suzuki has caught him, and the outside fastball is the pitch, and he is already making some very good adjustments. Here's Jake. So you move inside now. That forced Gio to follow through on the pitch, and another good fastball. Suzuki should be in the lineup on Tuesday, but Jake Fox on the inside, and the pitch just tailed outside enough but kept it in the strike zone and close enough that Laporta had to swing it.
Fastball popped up on the infield. Center of the diamond. Rosales has it, and that'll do it. So Gio Gonzalez a 3-up, 3-down inning. Bottom of the second coming up. It'll be Fox, Patterson, and Rosales.
The all-new What a Steal mini plan. Get field-level seats for 7 great games, including contests with the Yankees, Red Sox, and Rays, as well as Joe Rudy Jersey Day and Kids Backpack Day, all for just $154. What a deal. Get details now by calling 510-638-GO-A's or go to oaklandathletics.com.
Jake Fox leading it off. He swings and misses, so he's behind in count 0-2. Justin Masterson. He's with 2 runs and 3 hits in the first inning. So Jake Fox. This is his 9th start altogether. 5 of those have been as the designated hitter, so this is his 4th start as the catcher.
The 2 with Dallas Braden pitching, and of course yesterday catching Brett Anderson, who, by the way, as we mentioned briefly, he is day-to-day. It's more of a muscle in the left forearm. Young said he hopes by Saturday he'll be able to pitch. And that would be against the Blue Jays in Toronto.
keep our fingers crossed on that one.
Good fastball, not much movement from Masterson. The fastball to Jake Fox. What a play Brett Anderson made yesterday on a slow hit ball with a runner at third, 1 out. Came out after the game, after that inning, and thought, well, maybe something had happened, but it was more of a problem with the left forearm. And again, Kurt said encouragingly that it's day to day.
Mays will have an off day tomorrow. It'll be a travel day as we head to Tampa Bay. Eric Patterson in left field this afternoon. Yesterday, he was in the starting lineup at second base. One of the things that Bob Guerin liked about Eric Patterson is the fact that he can play infield or outfield.
Very versatile.
A little versatile. That helps out, especially right now. The injury bug hitting the A's a little bit. Outside corner. Masterson gets the call. 2-2 to Patterson. Patterson 2 for 13 to start this season. Does not have an RBI. Rolls that one to the right side. Valbuena quickly to first. 2 outs. So that'll bring up Adam Rosales.
Check the movement on this pitch, and this is a great sinking fastball. See the ball moving away, and look what Eric Patterson tries to do. Tries to pull the pitch outside. Ideally, just kind of stay inside, stay back, hit the ball to the opposite field, and you get a base hit. You try to pull it as he did. You roll over, and it's going to be an easy ground ball. So kind of adjustments in game against the pitcher you're facing, and Chavez got a fastball up and drove the double, and since then, some pretty good sinkers thrown by Masterson.
Well, you can see why teams, the Red Sox were very high on Masterson, and the Indians said, we want this guy when they traded Victor Martinez. He has very good stuff. Wouldn't surprise me if once he figures it all out, he turns out to be a pretty good pitcher.
He's taken advantage early in the first inning. He can settle down, be very tough as he has been since Chavez's double.
He was a high draft pick of the Red Sox, second round. That was in 2006. Chu still coming into foul territory. He goes into a slide and he cannot quite get it.
How much baseball is played in Jamaica?
I don't know.
Chu looking to see how close he's getting to the warning track on the slide. Had another couple of feet, but no sense taking a chance to run into the rail, especially with his ability to swing the bat so well. They want to have him injured going for a fly ball and running into the seats, unlike Eric Burns.
Bounce off the foot of Rosales. Masterson pitched collegiately at San Diego State. So he was there, obviously, just before Steven Strasburg. That probably wouldn't have been fair.
For the other teams, yeah.
Nice 1-2 punch at the collegiate level.
Chili Davis, of course, with Devon White. We knew that. Rolando Rooms. Devo and Chili, excellent players from Jamaica. Devon White, just think of him gliding in the outfield and running like a deer across from right center, left center, catching everything. Chili, great switch hitter.
Strike 3 called, and a good inning for Justin Masterson. A couple of strikeouts. Third inning coming up. 2-0 A's. out today. It's a good-looking hat.
Getting ice cream spoon-fed, not bad.
That's a good day.
Or a
get a free ace cap and somebody feeds you.
Yeah. I think it was a snow cone, not an ice cream. That would have been a snow cone we saw featured by one of the concessionaires.
Valbuena, Marson, and Cabrera here in the top of the third for the Indians. Gio Gonzalez, a 3 up, 3 down second inning with a strikeout. Ball hit hard, but right at Derek Barton. Time now for our Subway Eat Fresh Ask Glenn and Ray question. Let's listen to today's question.
Hi, my name is James. I'm from Oakland, California, and I have a question for Glenn and Ray. What's the toughest call an umpire has to make?
All of them?
That's a good question. Toughest call an umpire has to make. Well,
I'll go with the play at first.
Okay, the bang bang.
Yeah, there's so many very, very close plays at first base. I think balls and strikes, every umpire has his own zone.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody, all the umpires now wear the inside chest protector, which allows them to be down low, and so you'd think most of them would be low ball umpires. And kind of let the high strike go by, or the higher pitch. Balls hit down the line. The chalk line's going to determine whether it's fair or foul.
Yeah, I'm going to say the check swing.
Well, that's that's and probably more times than not, the hitter goes through.
Yeah,
and I think to go one step further with that part is that the home plate umpire should always defer to a base umpire on a check swing. Never call himself a check swing because he can't see. You can't watch the baseball being thrown and watch the hitter also to see if he is swinging.
Because the home plate umpire is thinking about the pitch, whereas the third base umpire or the first base umpire is looking right down the line.
Exactly.
And big hop for Pennington, but I would imagine that's their #1 priority when the pitch is coming, to look right down the line and keep an eye on the check swing.
Well, Cabrera's coming up, a right-handed hitter, so that means first base umpire C.B. Bucknor is the umpire that would make who would make the check swing call. Left-handed hitter would be the third base umpire. But we have seen a lot of umpires. We saw a lot last year, it seemed, that on check swings, home plate umpires would say, "It's my call. I saw it." Well, you can't see it. I'm sorry. I just don't think you can. And just like the foul ball that was caught by Kurt Suzuki in Seattle, that here's the first base umpire now with the right-handed hitter. But the home plate umpire who said he saw Kurt Suzuki and the ball bounce in front of him. There's no way. You can't see it.
Yeah, literally, you can't see it. Can't see over top the catcher. Cabrera has a base hit. That's the third hit for the Indians. This comes with 2 outs here in the third inning.
Number 24, Brady Sizemore.
But it is not an easy job, folks. Oh, boy.
Well, a good crowd today, but unless an umpire left some tickets, those might be the only people rooting for the umpires.
Yeah, that's right.
Rooting for the Indians or the A's, and the men in blue are in black today. It's like black jerseys. But it's a job. It's a tough job in a sense that they travel and they never stay in a city more than, unless they're going across the bay to umpire the Giants. And this crew might, because the Giants do stay at home when the A's go on the road. They're home this weekend, of course.
But that would be a luxury for an umpiring crew to be able to stay in one area for a week. I don't imagine that happens a lot. And they do get a fair amount of time off during the season, which is well deserved. There's a shot left center field, and that's a base hit. Cabrera around second. He'll go to third. Grady Sizemore has his second hit. So a 2-out rally here for the Indians. Now Chu will hit.
2 quick outs, 2 ground ball outs, and another curveball. Grady Sizemore took the second pitch, which was a curveball, kept his bat back when his foot planted, and Excellent swing, hitting the ball to left center. Good job by Gross to cut the ball off. Otherwise, Cabrera could have scored from first. But Gio's just trying to throw the curveball. He might be better suited to the lefties to go more fastballs. As Chu hit a curveball, his first at bat for a base hit.
One attempt by Chu. Little sneak attack.
Wow.
And roll spot.
He's a guy with 4 home runs. Power, even though it is a left-hander on the mound. He's trying to bunt with a runner at first and third.
Kuzminov playing even with the bag. That one jam shot hit foul down the left field line. So the count 0-2. So Gonzalez in a good spot here with Chu.
Throws him the same curveball that threw Russell Brandon in the first inning to strike him out in the second inning. That's a good curve, but start it more in the middle and break away instead of starting an athlete hitter where you can make an adjustment. And the fastball in or throw over. Ooh.
Held on to it a little too long. Chu had a base hit in the first inning. Bounces this one toward Pennington. Throws quickly to first. Dugout by Barton. Side retired. Indians strand a pair. Bottom of the third coming up. It'll be the top of the order for the Athletics. He's got both their runs in the first inning. Top of the order, Pennington. He got that first inning started with a base hit. Masterson took a little off there, and Pennington swings and misses. Pennington and Barton, the two Athletics that have been in the starting lineup in every game.
Derek Barton, especially after getting hit last Sunday. Fortunately, the A's had an off day before the Yankees came into town. He was able to get back in the lineup, or at least not have to miss a game. Getting hit on the right tricep. When you're playing as well as Derek Barton is, you want to be in the lineup every day. He just picked a low throw from Cliff Pennington that could save the Indians from scoring a run. Remember the game against the Seattle Mariners? Jake Fox hit a 2-run home run straightaway center field, and that's all Gio Gonzalez got that night, and Mariners came back and won 4-2. So 2 runs on the board in the first inning again today. He can try to add on against this Cleveland ball club. He scored 6 runs yesterday.
No swing. Dana DeMuth, the third base umpire. This was what happened 1 week ago today.
Watch the right elbow as he turns it, and the ball ended up hitting him right above the right elbow. Fortunately, if there is anything fortunate, it was on muscle, but it still ballooned up quite a bit. Big contusion on the right tricep area, but the great trainers of the Athletics, Steve said, Walt Horn took care of it and didn't miss a game.
Yeah, pitch to Pennington. That's inside, ball 4.
Friday, May the 7th, the A's will host Carlos Pena and the Tampa Bay Rays. Game time 7:05. After the game, head down on the field at the Coliseum for the season's first fireworks show, and it's brought to you by Xfinity. Order tickets online at oaklandathletics.com or call 877-493-BALL. And as we talked, I was corrected. I thought 4, but there are 5 fireworks nights, and that is Mother's Day weekend. Starts with the fireworks show on Friday night.
Perfect. Derek Barton, the hitter. Speaking of mothers, Ray, I want to wish my lovely wife Amanda a happy birthday today. She's relaxing.
With 2 kids?
Well, yeah. One of them's napping, the other one's with Grandpa and Grandma, so she's getting downtime, which does not happen a lot. 2 young children. But happy birthday to her.
That's outstanding, and I know with travel day tomorrow and the evening off,
we'll be out.
As Ron Washington said, when you're out, you're out.
In this case, when you're home, you're out.
Cliff Pennington, a great at bat, started 0-2, fouled off with a couple of strikes, ended up drawing a walk, and Masterson, and see, especially a couple of guys at the top of the order, not swinging at the great sinker that Masterson is throwing. It's a pitch you try to lay off. The A's had the experience of Jake Westbrook on Friday night. He had a great sinking fastball. A lot of ground ball outs. And talked to Jake this morning in the clubhouse, and he, as we expected or suspected, on the 6th inning, just kind of ran out of gas. Those 3 pitches to Barton, Sweeney, and Suzuki all elevated, and the sinker ball pitcher just ran out of a little bit of gas. But he is coming back strongly after not pitching all of last year, and he's going to have a good season for the Tribe.
Pennington bluffs going, and then he turns around, doesn't go, and Barton takes strike 3 in the inside corner. Well, that's 4 strikeouts now for Masterson.
Well, you would think with the movement of the fastball from Masterson, the inside pitch to the left-hander would be great. It was a big bluff, and watch this ball start inside and come right back to the corner. And Barton thinking that maybe it's going to be inside, but boy, if you can see the rotation and you can see the spin, I know it's going to be a 2-seamer sinker instead of a ball that's coming into you. Masterson more of just a fastball slider slurve and a changeup, more of the 2-seam that he likes to throw.
Sweeney scored a run in the first inning. He raced home from first on Chavez's double. So he got an early workout. Right on the outside corner. Good location on 2-0.
Still think the great running program that Bob Aleo has put the players through, the position players, and we have seen it really pay dividends, especially the way they've run the bases and cut the bases short, not taking the wide turns. And with the A's trying to manufacture runs, Mike Gallego's going to be busy at third, sending the guys as much as possible.
Well, it doesn't do any good to wait for a 3-run homer when it's probably not going to happen. It's just the way it is. Sweeney sitting in a 3-1 count. Pennington goes. The pitch is outside, ball 4. So the throw to second base means nothing. A couple of walks here in the third.
Close enough for Marshall to think it was going to be a strike, and obviously did not get a call from Kerwin Danley, so he threw through anyway, which is always dangerous. On a ball 4, throw the ball in center field. Pitch stays and just starts to go outside a little bit too much. No call from Danley. And a throw to second. Wouldn't have been enough time anyway.
So if it's at all close and you're the catcher, you got to throw it to second, right?
Well, what you do as a catcher, say, give me a quick call. And you do not want to throw if it's going to be ball 4. So the umpire, in that case, Kerwin Danley wouldn't have said anything.
No.
But it was close enough that Marson thought that it was a strike. And maybe the inexperience a little bit of Marson, but you always, umpires are going to help you too.
Sure.
You just say, give me a quick call, so I don't want to throw if he's going to be running.
Shot to right field. That's a base hit. Pennington rounds third. He's going to score. Sweeney to third. Eric Chavez having a big afternoon. 3-0 Athletics.
Well, you talk about attacking a baseball. Eric Chavez has done it today twice. Boy, you talk about looking like he's back to normal. Back to where he was before the surgeries. And he has blistered 2 balls today. 1 for a double drive in 2, and now another single. And 2 playing very deep. Pennington read it perfectly and able to score without a throw. And over to third base, Ryan Sweeney. But great swinging by Eric Chavez. Oh, did you get that bat swinging consistently?
Wow, that was loud.
Ooh. Again, the aggressiveness of Chavez with a leg kick kept the bat back, and great extension. To put earplugs in if he keeps swinging like that, they're so loud.
Kuzminoff just gets a piece of it. 1-1. So Cliff Pennington has certainly done his job today in the leadoff spot. Single and a walk, and he has scored twice. Chavez maybe sitting in that cleanup spot. He's helped the situation today. Could be 2. Cabrera's going to take it himself, and it is a double play. So Kuzminoff hits into this 6-3 double play, but Eric Chavez knocks in a run, and it's 3-0 Athletics. all 3 RBIs so far in the ball game. A's won on Friday night 10-0. The Indians won yesterday 6-1. Both those games were closer than the score indicates. And just things got out of hand a little bit late in games. First pitch to Austin Kearns is low. Kearns, Peralta, Branyan. One and one the count to Kearns, excuse me. 44 pitches for Gio Gonzalez as we start the 4th inning. Kearns hit a line drive to the center fielder Gabe Gross to end the 1st inning.
Those last 2 pitches, the one that missed kind of guided the ball, but the 3-1 he just reared back and threw it hard, and it did not tail outside the strike zone.
Sweeney back and over, and he's got it, and that's the 1st out.
July the 5th last year, Johnny Peralta went opposite field at Progressive Field. That was about all there was. But I think what Gio Gonzalez just did to Austin Kearns, a very good fastball hitter. 3-1, 3-2, challenged with fastballs. And it just goes to show you that even though a hitter might know it's coming, doesn't always guarantee it's going to be a hit. I think Ben Sheets said it best. You challenge guys. You challenged A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez in the Yankees series. Hit a ball on the warning track, but it was an out.
And you have a 3-0 lead.
Exactly.
Last thing you want to do is walk anybody.
Gio's got a good enough fastball at 93 to Kearns on the 3-2 and still hit it to right field.
.20 fastball runs high. 3-0 to Peralta. Left-handed hitting Branyan in the on-deck circle. And that's a 4-pitch walk. First walk issued by Gio Gonzalez. So Fox, a quick chat with his young starter. So the dangerous Russell Branyan. Pitch is a bit high. This is really kind of still spring training for Russell Branyan. He did not appear in a spring training game. He did appear in some minor league games. Started the season on the disabled list with the lower back situation. But working his way back into it.
Where Gonzalez is playing over here with Branyan and Pennington shortstop. That combination worked very well Friday night with a 4-6-3 double play.
To left, Patterson going back, spinning around, and it's off the wall. They're going to hold Peralta at third. Branyan to second with a double. So Russ Branyan, opposite field power, second and third, one out.
Did not give him a chance or a pitch to pull, and maybe after striking out on the curveball last at bat, Branyan took the fastball and definitely opposite field power. Steve Smith, the third base coach, holding up Peralta. Probably should have been able to score considering the way the ball was hit. And
I thought he was going to score, and then I looked up. I realized he wasn't as far as I thought he was going to be.
Once that ball left the bat, he should have been standing at second, able to score rather easily. So Gio Gonzalez with a strikeout with the runner at third would look nice right now. And he has a strikeout ability. Report to the hitter.
So Matt Laporta is the hitter. Popped out to Rosales to end the second inning. Fastball right there at the knees for a strike. So Peralta is the runner at third, Branyan at second. Good swing there by Laporta. He fouled it back.
Again, the fastball inside setup by Jake Fox, and anytime Gio Gonzalez can finish his delivery, and that's usually to the inside part of the plate, then that's a better fastball for him. I think you get a big old Uncle Charlie down and in and get a swing on this one, a hard curveball.
And he did go. Yes, he did. Laporta strikes out, and there is the big strikeout.
Such a tough pitch for a hitter to lay off. Jake Fox.
Now batting, number 1, Luis Valbuena.
Jake Fox putting his mitt on the ground, telling Gio Gonzalez, you throw it on the ground, I'll block it. But that's where you need to throw the pitch for the strikeout. It's really emphasizing the low target, almost the point of saying, throw it in the dirt. Watch Jake Fox. Curveball, ground, get it down. And he did. Jake, a great job of blocking the ball in the dirt. You have to show your pitcher that you will be able to block it. Give him the confidence you can do it.
And you know, you look at a hitter, Laporta, he got his one pitch to hit, and he fouled it back. They say you get one pitch to hit in an at-bat, and that's the one you need to do something with. He got a fastball, and he fouled it back, and then he ends up striking out. Inside to Valbuena. Good curve. Valbuena was bailing out. Drops in for a strike.
Now the difference of the curveball to Valbuena and what he was throwing earlier to Sizemore and Chu, he's throwing them hard, even though he's throwing them at the hitters. But to the other two, they were slower, and they were able to hit them in the opposite field.
Another curve, but this one does stay inside. Full count. Lou Marson, a right-handed hitter, is in the on-deck circle.
2-2 is always a critical pitch because you get to 3-2. The hitter's got to be thinking he's going to throw a fastball.
And it's high, and he walked it. Second walk of the inning. So here's Marson.
Now batting, number 30, Lou Marson.
Marson grounded to short. That was in the third inning. Marson is 3 for 32 on the season. And there's a fastball on the outside corner for a strike.
Five pitches for Gio in this half inning, including a couple of walks and a big strikeout.
Little flare, but Rosales is going to get back. He's got it. Side retired. The Indians leave them loaded. Bottom of the fourth coming up. A's 3, Indians nothing. Here's our trivia question brought to you by AT&T. The A's have 3 walk-off wins this month. Their record for April is 5 walk-offs in 1978. What player had 2 of those 5 walk-off hits? 1978. Call out your A's history books. 1978. Gabe Gross on the first pitch. Bounces one toward Branyan. Flips to Masterson.
Well, you said Mitchell Page.
Yeah, I'm just going to say Mitchell Page. Yeah. Just throwing it out there.
He was even on the team in 78. Those some bad teams in the 70s.
Mitchell Page. I'm just going to go with Mitchell Page.
I'll say Wayne Gross.
All right.
Or maybe Dwayne Murphy. Or I don't know. It's a real guess.
We're doing the best we can. Fox goes around, 1-1 the count. Keep you updated on what's going on in the AL West. The White Sox just finished off a 3-2 win over Seattle. That game in Chicago. Cabrera throws across. So that is a 3-game sweep by the White Sox over Seattle. Mariners were playing pretty good baseball going in there, but Chicago a walk-off home run yesterday and then a 3-2 win today.
And a walk-off on Friday night. Andrew Jones hitting a walk-off on Friday. Alex Rios yesterday came from behind. They were actually down 4-2 yesterday, late in the ninth inning, and had 3 runs, including the walk-off. And today, BI informed us that Paul Konerko hit a home run in the 8th inning as the game winner. So, Ozzie Gann and the White Sox putting it on the board.
Yeah. So Seattle now 9-10.
That has to be very, very disappointing for them to play so well at home, that long homestand.
Yeah.
And then to go on the road. And
yeah, they're now 2-8 on the road. Seattle will head to Kansas City to open up a 3-game series there. The Angels with a 5-3 lead over the Yankees in the 5th inning in Anaheim. Vasquez and Kazmir, the starters. That's the rubber game of that series. Yankees won yesterday 7-1. Andy Pettit got the win. Andy Pettit's off to a terrific start for New York.
Andy Pettit was talking while the Yankees were in town, and tough decision for him. He has a 16-year-old son that's playing high school baseball, and And he said, you talk about a tough decision as to whether to shut it down. But, you know, when you're pitching and playing that well, it's hard to take off the uniform. And granted, kids are important. So they took him out of school, homeschooled him back in New York when he first went back after being in Houston.
Sizemore going back, and that is gone. Eric Patterson goes way deep. 4-0 Athletics.
Fastball supposed to be away. Low fastball, and no doubt Eric Patterson uppercut swing, and he uppercut that one to right center. Grady Sizemore shading him a left center, and it just kept traveling. Wow.
So Patterson's first home run, his first RBI of the year. For the A's, that's their 12th home run this year as a team. Rosales struck out looking in the second inning. And on 4 pitches, Rosales walks.
We saw last year as a swing by Eric Patterson. He's running hard and making the wide turn. Shut it down. Shut it down. Yeah. That Cliff Pennington had the bragging rights with Tommy time. Tommy Everidge hit a home run before Tommy. Now guys like Barton and Sweeney and Shavy, guys don't have home runs. They say, oops, better turn it up a notch or two. Eric Patterson not known for hitting a lot of home runs. Shook up Masterson. He hasn't thrown a strike since.
It's their secret weapon, Eric Patterson. Strike in the inside corner, 1-1. The Rangers are leading the Tigers 8-4 in the 6th inning of that game in Arlington. Lewis and Porcello were the 2 starters. Right side. Boyna takes care of it. The A's get a 2-out home run from Eric Patterson. He goes to center field for his first home run this year. So through 4 at the Coliseum, it's 4. 4-0 A's, fifth inning. Gio Gonzalez will have the top of the Indians' order to face Cabrera, Sizemore, and Chu. One for two for Cabrera. This will be pitch number 70 from Gio Gonzalez. One hit high to left. Patterson going back. Still going back near the wall. He's got just enough room to make the catch. One out here in the fifth. Let's give you your trivia answer for our AT&T trivia question. 3 walk-off wins this month for the A's. Their record is 5 for the month of April and 78. What player had 2 of those 5 walk-off hits? Gary Alexander. There they are.
Our guys aren't even on there.
April 12th, 13th, 25th, 30th. Jim Essian did it on the 26th. Jeff Newman. Miguel Delaunay. Wow. Gary Alexander. He was a big catcher, wasn't he?
No. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah. Because he played with the Indians a little bit after that.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I think he was part of the Vida Blue trade when Vida went to the Giants. I think. Sizemore fouls it back.
78, huh? 1978. It's a long time ago. Were you even born yet?
Just. Up the middle. Pennington was shaded there. Gonzalez had to get out of the way, and it's a 6-3 putout. That ball may have had a little weird action on it.
Yeah, Gio talking to Kevin Kuzminoff as if went after the ball, went down hard on his right knee. Took a bad hop over the glove of Gio.
But it's an out. And that's the most important thing. And here's Chu. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts for Gonzalez.
Good change up at 84 first pitch.
Chu is 1 for 2, a single and a ground out to short. Good curveball, 0-2. Heads up, Chu.
Kind of strange to see a major league hitter who is a non-switch hitter wearing a double ear flap. That Chu has since he signed with the Indians. Or at least became an Indian.
Pops this one up. Tough play for Jake Fox. Battling that sun, and he makes the catch. Gio Gonzalez, a 3-up, 3-down inning, bottom of the 5th. Coming up, it'll be Bart, Sweeney, and Chavez. 4th inning. Jake Fox, how about this, fundamentally sound on the last play?
Well, we're going to show it. We had a question about do catchers practice throwing their mask. Well, Jake Fox just showed why you get rid of your mask as far as you can, as far away from you as you can. And let's take a look at it. This pop up. Watch Gio Gonzalez. First of all, Gio doesn't know where the ball is, but Jake Fox does. He walks, throws his mask back towards home plate, but watch, all of a sudden, here comes Jake back in your picture. The ball just starts to drift back. And that's why, as a catcher, you try to throw it as far away as you can, because the ball, as the spin will take it, gets rid of it, almost hits the hitter. But as the ball starts to come back towards the infield, mask is out of the way, doesn't have to worry about stepping on it. That is not fun to step on a mask.
So if he would have just dropped the mask, he would have stepped on it when he came in.
There's a pretty good chance he would have stepped on it. And somebody had been yelling, look out, and he might have dropped the ball.
Barton with a shot to center, and that's a base hit. Derek Barton is 2 for 3.
Very compact swing by Derek Barton. The ball running away from him. Shoots it back up the middle. 3-1 count, so he worked the count again as he did in the first inning. 3-1, got a base hit. Another 3-1 this time, so his average over the 300 mark after a 2 for 3 today so far.
Ryan Sweeney steps in. Sweeney's been aboard twice, reached on a fielder's choice. That was in the first inning, and walked in the third. Scored a run. On deck, Eric Chavez, who has 3 RBIs in the game.
Marson talking to Masterson, and all of a sudden the ball is really starting to move on Masterson as he is at 85 pitches.
On the outside corner for a strike.
One thing a catcher does when he sees the movement of the pitch, as we talked about Gio Gonzalez, similar with Masterson, the catcher starts to make an adjustment that maybe does not go as far outside. The ball moving as much as it is. Still get the movement, but kind of stay on the plate, so it becomes a strike instead of continually running off the plate.
3-1. Sweeney, a big swing, fouls it right to the screen. So full count. Barton, the runner at first, nobody out. Barton takes off. Little pop-up over third, and that will drop. Barton read it perfectly. He streaks around to third, and first and third, nobody out for the A's.
And Masterson did not even look at Barton. Derek Barton got a running jump off first base, and you're right, the high fastball. Sweeney blooping it to left field, and Barton running. He could have walked into second base. But the ball spinning away from the left fielder Kearns, but Derek Barton reading it, and then continuing with a very sharp, quick turnaround second base. And the ball spun away too much, or a lot more. Might have been able to score it.
Tim Belcher, the Indians pitching coach, out for a visit. Aaron Laffey, the lefty in the bullpen. Saw him earlier in this series. So Eric Chavez with a chance to have an even bigger day. He's 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs. Nobody out. Makes a fastball inside.
Call that a ball?
Looked like looked like it was right down the middle. 2-0. And now 3-0. Kuzminoff in the on-deck circle.
Boy, Xavi swinging. Green light would be perfect.
Well, if he didn't swing at that one, then the green light was probably not on.
Right.
And it's inside, ball 4. The A's have the bases loaded and nobody out. That's walk number 4 by Masterson to go along with his 4 strikeouts.
Well, so far in this game, the A's have done an excellent job of being very patient as the game has progressed. And 2-run single, 2-run double by Xavi in the first inning as he elevated a pitch at Masterson, but since then he's kept the ball down. But the A's hitters and drawing the walks have not been swinging at a lot of the low sinkers.
Kuzminoff takes outside. Kuzminoff a strikeout, and he hit into a 6-3 double play. Drives this one. Right center field. Sizemore's not going to get it. This could clear him. 1 run scores. Here comes Sweeney. Right behind him is Chavez. A 3-run double for Kuzminoff.
But that was such a great sight. Eric Chavez read it all the way. And Sweeney wanted to make sure. But Xavi looked like he's going to pass the baton. And Kevin Kuzminoff getting the Kuz. But watch their base runners. This ball in the gap. No chance for Grady Sizemore, but here's Sweeney going back, and here comes Xavi. I love it. He's got to slow it down a notch. Sweeney said, "You're not going to catch me." He does it, but 3-run score. Well, Eric Chavez doing it again.
Time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and spawn experts. 7-0 A's.
Descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Athletics Investment Group, LLC.
Well, thanks to Kevin Kuzminoff, the A's have busted it open here in the bottom of the 5th. A bases clearing double for Kuzminoff.
A former Cleveland Indian, Kevin Kuzminoff, is Aaron Laffey, who makes his second appearance in this series. He did pitch Friday night.
And pitched pretty well.
Yes, he did. A couple of innings, a strikeout, and that was it.
He faces Gabe Gross. Still nobody out. Barton singled, Sweeney singled, Chavez walked, Kuzminoff the 3-run double. So a tough afternoon for Justin Masterson in his 4th start of this 2010 season. Gabe Gross has grounded out twice. So 7 runs on 8 hits for the A's. The Indians no runs on 5 hits. There has not been an error in the game. Bounces away from Marson. Kuzminoff's going to try to go to third. He's going to be out. The ball just did not roll quite far enough away, and Marson really scrambled after it and got to it quickly.
Well, and it headed down towards third base, so Marson a good job and had the clear opening to throw to third base. So Kevin Kuzminoff, a bases clearing double. Maybe he thought his mask was there. He dropped his mask, but it was behind it.
Driven to center. Sizemore back. Still going back near the wall, and it's off the wall. Gross hits the bag at second, and he's going to make it to third, standing up, and he was thinking about running through the Mike Gallego stop sign, but Gross put on the brakes, and it's a long triple for Gross. He wanted to do it. He was coming hard.
He just wanted to hear the fans get excited. But Grady Sizemore, an outstanding center fielder, just had it hit off the wall while he was going into the wall. And of course, Gross seeing that. See if he's running hard to first base. He might have done it. Now he turns it on. Sees the ball get past. Maybe he thought it was a home run. That's why he decided he's going to try to stretch it into an inside the park home run.
Jake Fox bounces one just foul. Infield comes in for the Indians.
Now, who was it just recently hit an inside the park home run on an actual home run that went out of the park?
I don't know.
It wasn't reviewed, but the ball hit the top of the wall, and it would have been a home run, but it kept running. De Jesus in Kansas City. Yes. Thank you, Delaire. But he was running, and the ball was going to an actual home run, but he kept running.
Just kept running.
As an inside the park because it wasn't reviewed.
Into center field, a base hit for Jake Fox. Gabe Gross trots in, and Jake Fox has an RBI. And the A's have scored 4 times here in the 5th.
It's a line for Masterson. Well, actually, it doesn't because it was before. Because the Laffey triple to Gross, and now the single. Good job by Jake Fox. Infield in, put the ball in play. Strong enough to get it through the infield.
Here's Patterson. Patterson homered in the 4th. To deep right center field. More center than right. Curveball from Laffey. 1-2 to count. The A's have scored in every inning but the second. Toward Valbuena to Cabrera for the first out of time. Fielder's choice for Patterson, 2 outs.
Now batting, Second baseman, number 7.
So the A's, lots of offense in game 1 of the series. 10 runs and 12 hits. Quiet yesterday. Just the 1 run on 7 hits. And back at it offensively today with 8 runs and 10 hits. And we're just in the 5th inning. Rosales, a walk and a strikeout. So his 3rd at bat. Outside corner, 1-1. Four runs on 5 hits in the inning. Also a walk.
I thought the track meet with the bases loaded. Xavi tried to reach Sweeney to pass the baton and never got to him, but that was a great sight to see runners running back to back.
Hit hard, but right to the shortstop Cabrera, and he flips to second side, retired. But a big inning for the Athletics. They score 4 times. We head to the 6th. It's the A's 8 and the Indians nothing.
And also the Tampa Bay Rays, Saturday, May the 8th. The A's take on Tampa. It's 105 start. 10,000 fans that day will get an Andrew Bailey Rookie of the Year bobblehead. Talk about a collectible. Brought to you by Chevron Extra Mile. Order tickets at oaklandathletics.com or call 877-493-BALL. Andrew Bailey, Rookie of the Year bobblehead. Wow, he's made it. Big time. They will definitely be lining up outside the Coliseum for that bobblehead.
And they should. Kuzmanov, and he takes care of Austin Kearns. 1 pitch, 1 out. 2 pitches, 1 out.
You know, when we go on the road, we're going to be able to show the fans exactly what that bobblehead looks like.
Because we're going to take a bobblehead along.
Take the bobblehead, and we'll take the real bobblehead in Andrews, but we'll take also the one they're going to give away on May the 8th.
So we'll get an early look. Tampa Bay and Toronto for the A's on the upcoming road trip. 2 against the Rays, 4 against the Blue Jays. And the A's will be seeing a very good Tampa Bay Rays team.
And the Rays will be seeing a very good A's team.
So it should be a good series.
It's hand in hand, I think. Guys are squinting because this bright sunshine here at the Coliseum this afternoon. A beautiful day. They will not be squinting the next 2 games indoors at Tropicana Field Dome.
The Rays won today 6-0. They got a complete game from David Price. First career complete game for the young lefty. Gio Gonzalez sticks his glove out and finds the baseball. 2 outs.
Well, the follow through, the glove on the right hand as the ball hit it up the middle. Gio stuck it out, and there it was. Follow through, great. Not a problem. 84 pitches for Gio. We mentioned he had not made it out of the 5th inning each of his last 2 starts. So maybe this one could make up for it and go 7.
1-1 to Brandon.
95, 99, 97 pitches in those 3 previous starts. 6+ innings, the most he's gone so far, and that was against the Angels.
That's our matchup Tuesday. Oh, yeah.
Illinois right there.
The reason we love going to St. Petersburg.
Can't be because of the weather.
Weather's a little sticky, but we like the Vinoy Hotel. As we like to say, see you on the veranda. Broken bat, big time, and Gio Gonzalez is mowing them down. He's retired 7 in a row. Bottom of the 6th coming up. All A's, 8-0. Plenty of good stuff to choose from, that's for sure. Sheets, Dukeshire, Braden, Anderson, and Gonzalez, the A's rotation. And they have been very good in the early going. As the A's, the best ERA in the American League as a team, 3.08. And the starters, that rotation, names you just saw, starters have the best ERA, 2.82. They have certainly done their job. Aaron Laffey came in the 5th inning. So he'll get his 2nd inning of work. Pennington pops one into foul territory. Johnny Peralta has it. One out here in the bottom of the 6th.
playing first baseman.
How about this group right here, the starters I'm talking about? Of course, Ben Sheets coming over as a free agent, and talking to Sheets and Duke the other day. Something they're working on this year, and you see the Athletics earned run average, but when a starting pitcher does well, you would think the other 4 starters would pay him, or at least it's just the opposite. Gio Gonzalez today, if he continues to pitch this well, he will contribute money into a kitty to the other 4 starters.
Gotcha.
And, of course, the starters will be having a nice dinner. It's something that Ben Sheets, he said, you know, why make it easy on the guys pitching well? We have to. He says, we want to encourage him because then he has to pay us.
Sure.
Or contribute. So that's what these starters, and, of course, it's all about Ben Sheets. And I was talking to Justin Dukeshire, and he said, you know, you owe some money from the other day when you pitched so well. So, but that's a nice little, I wouldn't say competition,
sure,
but feeding off
fun.
each other.
Have some fun.
Absolutely. And so that's a new wrinkle on guys doing some things.
Derek Barton just keeps on hitting. Headed for second, and he will make it. And that's a 1-out double. Barton is 3 for 4.
Just inside the line, a double to left field by Derek Barton. His 3rd hit, just like Eric Chavez in the first inning. His ball just inside the line against Justin Masterson to drive in 2 runs. But Barton just waited, flicked the ball past the third baseman, Peralta, who's off the bag. No chance to get to it, just inside the line. There's Dana DeMuth making the call. Stay hot, Derek.
Sweeney steps in. Ryan Sweeney has been on base all 3 times. So his average up over 300. At 314 now with the 1 for 2 today.
I like the fact the A's bullpen is quiet, which means that Gio Gonzalez, who thrown 88 pitches, will be taking them out on the 7th. A's do have an off day tomorrow, which means the rotation depends how it sets up. Brett Anderson might get an extra day just because of a little tightness in his left forearm, which works out nicely for the A's to have the off day.
Breaking ball, first strike, 2-2 to Sweeney. 11 hits for the Athletics. Four of those 11 extra base hits, 3 doubles and a homer. Down the left field line, but unlike Barton's, this one just off the bag and foul. The Indians bullpen was quiet, but now there is action down there. It's like Jensen Lewis. Another line drive foul.
Kevin's not down there. Of course, Kevin the night had a ball fly by him, but there's no protecting by the young man down there today. He just let the ball carry off the rail and hard and go retrieve it. The great Hall of Fame broadcaster Bob Uecker used to say.
Nice play by Branyan, and he throws to Laffey, and Laffey just in time.
For a guy with a bad back, that's a pretty good play by Russell Branyan. Very good play, robbing Ryan Sweeney.
Number 3, Eric Chavez.
A's baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Cash Creek's See Red Get Green promotions with hundreds of prizes every day until April 30th. Visit cashcreek.com for details.
Boys pulling out the great shots today.
Beautiful. It's hard not to with this weather. So Barton now at third, and Eric Chavez, a big day. Runs leaders in Oakland history.
Sole possession of fourth place is Eric Chavez after scoring that last run.
Yeah. Big announcement in the press box a little while ago that Chavez had indeed taken over the fourth spot.
Bob Rose is doing a great job making those announcements, and in about 5 minutes.
Almost. Up the middle, Cabrera gives ground and throws in time. Chavez is retired. The A's do not score. Seventh inning coming up. A's with an 8-0 lead. Coors Light Freeze Cam is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light. It's the world's most refreshing beer. Seventh inning, Gio Gonzalez back on the mound. He's got 88 pitches. So he's going to try to get through seven as he faces Laporta, Valbuena, and Marson. He's walked two, struck out two. Really been in trouble. Just a couple of innings.
Check this out. This is the shoes worn by today's starting pitcher.
As opposed to Eric Chavez.
Eric Chavez. He was proudly putting those shoes on this morning. He says, check them out. He said, I got the best teammate in the world. Eric Chavez gave me his shoes. They're a little bit too tight for Eric, so they're on the feet of today's starting pitcher.
Perfect. 1-2 to Laporta. Derek Barton racing over, still coming, and he's going to make the catch right in front of the Indians dugout. He disappears into the Indians dugout, but he seems to be okay.
You get any help from the Indians?
Not a lot.
He can play some first base.
Number 1, Luis Valbuena.
So here's Valbuena, the 8th place hitter. So Gio Gonzalez has retired 8 in a row, so he is finishing strong. Good curve, but inside 1-1. Valbuena, a ground out and a walk. Brad Kilby, who's pitched in the first 2 games of the series, starts to loosen up. There's no question that Gio Gonzalez is a strikeout pitcher. But boy, today he's looked more like the guy who's just pitching to contact a little bit more.
Well, he's taken advantage of the offense and the runs he's been given, starting with inning number 1. And with Kilby warming up, they do not want the pitch count to get up too high. And so from Gio's standpoint, it'd be great for him to finish this inning and walk off with a lot of success. And that helps striking out and a pitch out of the strike zone.
Number 3 for Gio Gonzalez. And with 2 outs here in the 7th, he'll face Lou Marson, the catcher.
Of course, the hitters know he's going to be challenging with an 8-0 lead. And he does, and instead of being patient, Valbuena helped Gio by swinging at a pitch out of the strike zone.
Marson is 0 for 2. Marson batted with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the 4th inning. And at that time, the A's had just a 3-0 lead. And he was retired, and he's going to be retired again. So Marson's 0 for 3. Gio Gonzalez has retired 10 in a row as he walks off the mound, and he should be feeling pretty good. 8-0 A's. Gio Gonzalez, 7 shutout innings tonight. That is a very impressive line, right at 100 pitches. So Gio Gonzalez certainly in line for his 2nd win of the year. A's with an 8-0 lead, bottom of the 7th inning. New pitcher for the Indians, it's Joe Smith. Joe Smith. Side armor. Huh?
Not his real name.
That's what I was saying. I don't know. Joe Smith. I don't know his picture. Joe Smith. Kuzmanov, Gross, and Fox, the 3 hitters for the A's.
Well, there are a lot of people named Smith. So I'm sure there's a few named Joe also.
Oh, yeah.
We're looking at one today.
Kuzmanov, a big hit in this game. He had a bases clearing double in the 5th, so he now has 11 RBIs on the year. Angels leading the Yankees 5-4, that game in the 7th inning. Kuzminoff with the walk. That's the 5th walk Indians pitchers have given to the A's.
Number 18, Gabe Gross.
So Gabe Gross will hit. Looks like everybody in the A's lineup has at least one hit except Adam Rosales.
He's played great defense.
That's right. So all A's this afternoon as they look for their 12th win of the year. Gross hit a ball deep to center field over the head of Grady Sizemore. Ended up with a triple. That was in the 5th inning, and then he scored a run. One and 2 now to Gabe Gross, starting in center field today. It's a final now in Texas. The Rangers with an 8-4 win over the Detroit Tigers. Colby Lewis got the win. He went 6 1/3 innings, gave up 4 earned runs, but he had 10 strikeouts. So Colby Lewis is 3-0. Rick Porcello, the young right-hander for the Tigers, takes the loss. He's 1-2. Michael Young had a big afternoon. Shallow left field. Kearns a couple steps in, and he's got it. Well, Bloomberg Sports, the leader in data analysis, has developed an analytical product being used by baseball clubs. There's also a product for fans. Improve your fantasy play or track your favorite players and teams. Go to BloombergSports.com for details. So Michael Young in that game, 3 hits and 5 RBIs for Texas. So the Rangers now 8-10 on the year with that victory. Outside to Jake Fox, 2-0. The Baltimore Orioles got a win, just their 3rd of the year. So they're tied at Fenway Park 4-4 going to extra innings, which if you're 2-16 and you're at Fenway Park, that one's lined to left and it's going to be past Kearns and up against the wall. Kuzminoff will stop at 3rd and Jake Fox has a double.
Joe Gonzalez, 7 strong innings. We'll show you Jake Fox double in a moment, but Gio Gonzalez, watch him on the left with Branson and on the right with Valbuena. Watch a little rock right there, just kind of simplified windup, but watch on the right and watch something as Gio has changed throughout this game. Watch this little rocking right there, and then a fastball thrown by Valbuena. So whatever Gio was doing early, he changed, and maybe he's demonstrating right now what he's talking about with Kurt Young, but something just noticed. Remember Daisuke Matsusaka with Boston?
Yeah.
I mean, he really does it.
Left center. That baby's hit well, and it's off the wall by Patterson. 1 run's going to score. They're going to wave Fox home. He's going to score. Patterson at 3rd with a triple. A long triple by Patterson. 10-0 Athletics.
Hey, we almost had another track meet. Watch the top of your screen. Jake Fox, wondering if it's going to be caught. He's going back to tag. Here's with 1 out. You don't want to tag anyway. Ball carried off Grady Sizemore. But Eric Patterson with his speed, he was almost at second base. and had to wait to see if Fox was going to be sent and score.
And that's a base hit to left field by Adam Rosales.
There's your hit.
So indeed, everybody has at least one hit in the A's lineup, and they are racking them up this afternoon. 14 hits now to go with their 11 runs.
Now batting shortstop, number 2, Cliff Pennington.
So still just one out, and Cliff Pennington steps in. Just a little bit low to the leadoff man, Cliff Pennington.
Bob Rose likes that microphone a little bit too much in the in-house press area.
2-0. Right center. That's it well. Sizemore, warning track, and he reaches up and he makes the catch. Everything's loud in this inning. So that's the second out, and here's Derek Barton. Oh, man.
It's a warning track in center field, right center.
Yeah, it's sitting out there. You can see it, and that's a downer. That means some young man or young lady is going to go home without the Kids Cap giveaway.
I think that person is with a suite right there, and I think somebody will make sure that they deliver some more caps into that suite.
I hope so. Rajay Davis getting an at-bat. So Derek Barton's afternoon comes to an end, and it was a good one. 3 for 4 for Barton. And on 3 pitches, Rajay Davis is out. Another big inning for the A's. 3 runs on 3 hits. 8th inning coming up. It's 11-0 Athletics.
A's Baseball is brought to you by Toyota. Say yes to amazing deals on your favorite Toyotas. See your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, yes, by Xfinity, the next generation in home entertainment. Now available in the Bay Area and coming soon to the Central Valley. And by the Chevy Spring Event with great deals on award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers.
Big day for the Athletics. They lead the Indians 11-0. Big day for Gio Gonzalez, who goes 7 innings, and he hands the ball to Brad Kilby. So time for change. I think speedy oil change and tune-up, oil change, tune-up, and smog. Experts. Third straight game that Brad Kilby has pitched in. Fighting the sun a little bit is Gabe Gross, and he retires Cabrera for the first down. Some defensive changes for the A's. We'll give you those in just a moment. Saw Gross in left field, so he slides over. Rajay Davis stays in the game, and he is now in center field. So your outfield is Gross in left, Davis in center, Sweeney in right. Grady Sizemore, the hitter, he's 2 for 3. Gio Gonzalez, 7 innings, 5 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Right at 100 pitches, so a terrific outing for Gio Gonzalez. He will sit back and enjoy a 2-day vacation in St. Petersburg. And he will pitch again on Saturday in Toronto. Pennington is going to have to hurry. Fires in time. See, Adam Rosales is now playing first base, so here's all the changes. Patterson stays in the game and moves to the infield, second base. Rosales slides over to first base, so that's the new defensive alignment. Kilby faces Shin-Soo Choo, who takes outside. The Angels have stretched out their lead to 8-4 now over the Yankees. That game in the 8th inning. Outside corner strike. Just a bit inside. 3-1. Kilby pitched 1 inning on Friday, and he pitched a third of an inning yesterday. Just 3 pitches thrown yesterday. This is hit hard into right center for a base hit. So Chu has his second hit.
Yeah, the great thing about the A's on Friday night, winning by a score of 10-0. It's great to put the runs on the board, but you, as we have talked about games, you make sure they're nice and clean. In the case of Gio Gonzalez, 7 strong innings, shutting out the Indians for the 7. We told that ties a career high innings pitch for Gio.
Ties a career high.
But I think from Kurt Young's standpoint of the pitching staff, thanks for the run support, but let's put some zeros up as well. They did it Friday night. Gave up to 6 yesterday to Cleveland. But this afternoon, so far, none.
Plus, you know what? Team shutouts are great.
Absolutely.
Strike 2-1 to Austin Kearns.
Talked about the starters and Ben Sheets and his little game with the starting pitchers, and he is encouraging pitchers to pitch deeper in the game. Of course, Gio today did that. 7 innings following back-to-back 4 2/3 and 4 1/3. And so if you pitch a shutout or you pitch a complete game, you even pay more into the kitty. So there's great incentive for a starter to go deep in the game because you get to contribute to this nice dinner the starting pitchers will have. So I like this game program that Ben Sheets is starting for the starters.
High fastball. Kearns strikes out. He's 0 for 4. And the A's hold on to their 11-0 lead. Bases loaded, a double, cleared them all. And Gio Gonzalez, he didn't need a lot of runs today. That's how good he was, but he got plenty. Gonzalez 7 shutout innings. So that's our McDonald's game summary. 0-6-0 for Cleveland. 11-14-0 for the Athletics. Jensen Lewis is the new pitcher for the Indians. He's the 4th pitcher for them. He'll face Sweeney, Chavez, and Kuzminov. One for 3 for Ryan Sweeney. Also walked and reached on a fielder's choice. A couple of wins for Jensen Lewis out of the Indians bullpen. Driven to left. Kern spins around. He's got it. Austin Kearns takes care of Sweeney. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. New first baseman, Andy Marte. Andrew Bailey. Not a save situation, I don't believe, but Bailey's going to get an inning. So Andy Marte is the new first baseman. Chavez a double in the first to knock home 2, a single in the 3rd for an RBI, walked and scored in the 5th, and a ground out to short in the 6th. Good swing there by Eric.
Well, everybody talks about winning series, and the A's have a chance to win 2 of the 3 series on this 10-game homestand. Beat Baltimore 3 of 4, lost 2 of 3 to the Yankees, and a chance to win 2 of 3 against Cleveland. What is it about Baltimore on Sundays?
Yeah.
Last Sunday, they avoided a sweep by the A's, winning. And the same in Boston today. Extra innings.
Marte takes care of Eric Chavez, 2 outs. I started to talk about that Orioles game. So you're the Orioles, you're 2-16, and you go to extra innings at Fenway Park, which is a very difficult place to go to extra innings. Well, Baltimore scored 3 runs in the top of the 10th to take a 7-4 lead. And of course, the Red Sox came storming back. They scored twice, but Baltimore held on and won the game 7-6. Kansas City beat Minnesota 4-3. Jose Guillen hit another home run. He has 7 home runs for the Royals. Miguel Tejada hit a home run for the Orioles in that game against the Red Sox, his 3rd of the year. Line drive, and that's a base hit for Kevin Kuzminov. He's got 2 hits.
Hey, you looked at today's run production. Xavi with 3 runs batted in. Kuzminov with 3 runs batted in with a bases clearing double, and just smoked this ball to left field. So coming off 2 hits on Friday night after he fouled the ball off his left foot. Did not play yesterday. So today, last 3 at bats, 3-run double, walk, and a base hit. And of course, Eric Patterson with 3 runs batted in. Gonzalez with the other RBI.
There's a drive, center field, but Sizemore got a good jump. He's able to track it down, and the A's do not score. 9th inning coming up, 11-0.
is Eric Patterson off of Justin Masterson, a low sinking fastball. Eric running hard, but the ball over the right center field wall. He would come up with a triple to left center, driving in 3. So Eric Patterson, our drive of the game.
Patterson also had a 2-run triple in this game. Andrew Bailey takes over here in the top of the 9th inning. 7th appearance for Bailey. He has just 2 save opportunities, and he has converted both of them. So 7th game for Bailey. This is the A's 20th game. Johnny Peralta is 0 for 2 with a walk. That one runs inside to Peralta. So again, Tuesday, 4 o'clock from St. Petersburg. It'll be the A's and the Rays. It'll be the first of the 6-game road trip. Peralta lines one to the gap at left center, and that's going to roll to the wall. So Johnny Peralta will have a leadoff double. Hit number 7 for the Indians.
That's one thing every closer loves. Come in on a blowout. 11-0.
Yeah, they love it.
Trying to hang on to the shutout.
Number 25, Andy Martinez.
Good matchup on Tuesday and Wednesday in Tampa.
Wade Davis, young right-hander who the Rays are very high on, so he'll square off with Ben Sheets. And then Braden and Shields.
And you can tell Dallas Braden feels much better than what he had earlier this week. Fighting the flu. Didn't hold him back, though. Talking about Alex Rodriguez and what happened here on Thursday. I think he was still sick on Friday. They sent him home.
Huh.
So he's been fighting it, but he'll be ready to go tomorrow on the trip and be ready to pitch Wednesday. A short 2-game series, second and final game.
This is Andy Marte's first at bat. He's hitting in Russ Brannion's spot. And that didn't take long as Bailey finishes Marte off quickly.
A good curveball. So Andrew Bailey with the runner at second going to try to make sure that he stays there and doesn't score. He went for the strikeout and got it.
Keep the shutout. Second one in the series. Down and away to Matt Laporta. Outside corner, a strike, 1-1. Laporta is 0 for 3. Now the Indians will board the plane after the game. They will fly south and they will take on the Angels down in Anaheim. That'll be a 3-game series.
That's what the Birds do in Cleveland every winter. They fly south, and when it starts getting cold in Cleveland, they leave.
Back-to-back strikeouts. This one looking by Matt Laporta. 2 outs here in the 9th.
Great fastball right on the outside corner, and Andrew Bailey painting with a perfectly thrown fastball to the corner. So Marte did not advance the runner, Peralta, from second to third. At that point, the infield would have played back and shut out and down. Ball was put in play, but so far Andrew Bailey taking care of that.
1-0 to Luis Valbuena. There's a good fastball first strike. And now 1-2. See if Bailey can finish it off in style.
Well, he's bringing out everything. There's a good changeup at 86. A lot of movement going away from the left-hander. Fastball mid-90s and a tremendous hook. And another one.
Valbuena does not chase it. Valbuena just got a piece of that one.
3:33 right now. 3:33. And that's considering the offense mostly one-sided. It's been a relatively quick game.
That one bounced. Fair. Rosales takes it to the bag. Side retired. Ball game over. So second shutout in the series, third shutout on the season for the Athletics as they win the rubber game of this series in style. 11-0 is your final. So the A's wrap up this 10-game homestand with a 6-4 record. So all Athletics this afternoon again. 11-0 is your final. A's postgame live with Matt Morrison and Carney Lansford is set to go.